If you have ever dreamed of hitting the open road in something that turns heads at every single gas station, every campground, every highway rest stop, then today we are talking about the one, the only, the legendary Airstream Interstate Touring Coach. And let me tell you right from the start, this is not just a motorhome. This is not just a vehicle. This is a complete lifestyle statement on four wheels, a rolling expression of freedom, luxury, and engineering excellence that has captured the imagination of travelers, adventurers, content creators, families, and solo explorers all across the United States of America. And when you first lay eyes on this machine, you immediately understand why it has gone viral across every single social media platform, from Instagram Reels to YouTube travel vlogs to TikTok van life content, because there is something almost magical about the way it looks sitting in a parking lot or cruising down a mountain highway. The exterior is finished in that signature Airstream aluminum silver that has been the brand's identity for decades. A smooth, brushed metallic surface that catches sunlight in a way that makes it look like it was designed by aerospace engineers rather than an RV company. And in a sense, that comparison is not too far from the truth, because Airstream as a company has always taken inspiration from aviation and streamlined design philosophy. So when you walk up to the interstate for the first time, you feel like you are approaching something that belongs on a runway or in a museum rather than a campsite. Yet at the same time, it feels completely approachable, completely livable, and completely ready for whatever adventure you have planned, whether that is a cross-country road trip from New York to Los Angeles, a weekend getaway to the mountains of Colorado, a coastal drive along the Pacific Coast Highway with the ocean on one side and the redwoods on the other, or simply the freedom of knowing that wherever you go, your home goes with you, perfectly designed, perfectly equipped, and absolutely stunning to look at every single time. Now let us get into what actually makes the Airstream Interstate perform the way it does, and this is where things get really exciting for anyone who appreciates engineering, because underneath all that gorgeous aluminum exterior sits a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter chassis, and that is not a small detail. That is actually the most important technical decision Airstream made when building this vehicle, because the Sprinter platform is widely considered the gold standard for premium van and motorhome construction anywhere in the world. It is the same platform trusted by ambulance manufacturers, luxury shuttle companies, high-end conversion specialists, and now Airstream. And what that means for you as a driver is an experience that is completely unlike driving a traditional large RV or motorhome. Because the Sprinter handles like a much smaller vehicle, it is responsive, it is confident on the highway. It does not feel like you are piloting a cruise ship down a narrow mountain road. Instead, it feels connected, controlled, and capable. The turbocharged diesel engine delivers smooth power delivery that makes highway merging effortless and mountain climbing surprisingly capable. The fuel efficiency for a vehicle of this size is genuinely impressive, regularly achieving mileage figures that would embarrass many full-size pickup trucks. The suspension system absorbs road imperfections with a comfort level that you simply have to experience to believe. And Mercedes-Benz has spent billions of dollars over decades perfecting this platform. So when you are sitting in the driver's seat of the Airstream Interstate, you are benefiting from all of that research, all of that engineering, all of that refinement. The driver assistance technology is also exceptional, with lane keeping assist, collision warning systems, blind spot monitoring, and adaptive cruise control all working together to reduce driver fatigue on long stretches of highway, so that when you finally arrive at your destination, you actually feel like exploring rather than collapsing. And this is exactly why so many professional travelers, digital nomads, and outdoor enthusiasts have chosen the interstate specifically, not just because it is beautiful, but because it is genuinely a pleasure to drive day after day, mile after mile, across every kind of American landscape imaginable. Step inside the Airstream Interstate and prepare yourself, because the transition from the outside world to the inside of this vehicle is genuinely dramatic. The moment you open that door and step in, you are entering a space that has been designed with the same obsessive attention to detail that you would find in a luxury hotel suite or a high-end yacht interior. And the first thing that hits you is the premium leather seating that wraps around the main living area. This is not the cheap vinyl that you find in budget RVs that cracks after 2 summers and starts peeling at the edges. This is genuine high-quality leather, carefully stitched and shaped into seating that is as comfortable for a long conversation over coffee as it is for watching a movie after a full day of hiking. The color palette of the interior is sophisticated and intentional, warm tones that feel calming and inviting, rather than the cold clinical white that dominates so many vehicle interiors. The cabinetry is crafted from real wood materials with precise hardware that opens and closes with a satisfying solidity that tells you immediately that these were not assembled quickly or cheaply. Every surface you touch in the interstate feels considered. Every material choice reflects a commitment to quality that justifies the premium price point. The ceiling height is generous enough that most adults can stand comfortably without stooping, which sounds like a small thing until you have spent a night in a vehicle where you could not. The flooring is a beautiful hardwood look surface that is both visually warm and practically durable, easy to clean after a muddy hike or a beach day. The window placements are strategic, flooding the interior with natural light during the day, which makes the space feel considerably larger than its footprint suggests. And the overall atmosphere is one of calm luxury, a sense that you have arrived somewhere special, even when you are technically parked in the middle of a national forest with nothing but pine trees and stars around you. This is a space that makes you want to linger, to stay another day, to slow down and actually enjoy the journey rather than rushing toward the destination. One of the most talked about aspects of the Airstream Interstate among the van life community and serious travelers is its technology infrastructure, specifically how it handles the challenge of living comfortably away from traditional power hookups. And this is where the built-in solar panel system becomes absolutely essential to the entire experience, because solar on this vehicle is not a gimmick or an afterthought. It is a serious off-grid power solution that allows you to camp in remote locations for extended periods without needing to connect to shore power or run a generator that disturbs the natural silence around you. The solar panels mounted on the roof feed into a lithium battery system that stores enough energy to power all your essential systems through the night and into the next day, even without direct sunlight. And this connects directly to the built-in kitchen, which is honestly one of the highlights of the entire vehicle, featuring a residential quality refrigerator that keeps your food properly cold without the temperature inconsistencies you get with cheaper RV cooling units, a microwave that handles everything from reheating your morning coffee to cooking actual meals when you want something more substantial than campfire food. The kitchen counter space, while compact, is genuinely usable for real meal preparation, with storage organized in a way that makes maximum use of every available inch. You can store a surprising amount of food and cooking supplies in this kitchen, and the layout is logical enough that after just a couple of days, you know exactly where everything is. The Wi-Fi connectivity system is another piece of technology that modern travelers consider non-negotiable, and Airstream has addressed this with a connectivity setup that integrates with external signal boosters and hotspot systems, keeping you connected whether you are working remotely from a lakeside campsite or video calling family from a mountain overlook. The backup camera provides a clear, wide-angle view when reversing that makes maneuvering in tight campground spaces dramatically less stressful, and the GPS navigation system is programmed to understand the vehicle's dimensions, which means it will not route you down a road with a bridge clearance that would shave the roof off. Living in the Airstream Interstate full-time or even just for extended trips requires that the vehicle handles the full spectrum of daily life comfortably, and this means entertainment, relaxation, communication, and rest all need to be addressed thoughtfully, and Airstream has clearly put serious consideration into the entertainment side of the interior experience. The smart TV integrated into the living space is large enough to be genuinely enjoyable for movie watching, rather than just technically present like the tiny screens in older RVs. It connects to streaming services through the Wi-Fi system, so your Netflix, your YouTube, your Hulu, everything you would watch at home is available to you whether you are parked at a beachside spot in Florida or tucked into a mountain campground in Wyoming. The audio system delivers sound quality that fills the interior space properly without requiring you to crank the volume to uncomfortable levels. And the overall acoustic design of the interior means that road noise is well managed, so conversations and entertainment are both clearly audible, even while driving. The sleeping arrangements are designed for genuine comfort, rather than the compromised sleeping surfaces that plague budget motorhomes. With a bed configuration that provides real mattress support and enough space that two adults can sleep without constantly disturbing each other, the climate control system manages temperature effectively across a wide range of outdoor conditions, keeping the interior comfortable. Whether you are parked in desert heat or mountain cold, the bathroom, while compact, is fully functional with a shower that actually works properly, rather than the token spray nozzles found in many RVs. The storage throughout the vehicle has been maximized through intelligent design with spaces built into every possible location, under seating, above cabinets, in the walls. Throughout the vehicle, there is a place for everything which is essential when you are living out of a space this size for any meaningful period of time, and the result is that daily life in the interstate feels surprisingly normal, surprisingly comfortable, surprisingly close to what you experience in a well-designed small apartment, but with the ability to wake up somewhere completely different every single morning. So after everything we have covered, the stunning exterior design, the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter performance, the premium leather interior, the advanced solar and off-grid technology, the residential kitchen, the smart entertainment system, and the genuinely livable daily experience, the question becomes, why specifically has the Airstream Interstate gone so viral in the current moment? And the answer is actually a combination of timing, culture, and genuine product excellence coming together in a way that rarely happens in any industry, because the van life movement and the remote work revolution happened simultaneously and created an entirely new category of traveler who needed a vehicle that could serve as a mobile office, a comfortable home, and an adventure platform all at once without requiring them to sacrifice quality in any of those three areas. And the Airstream Interstate is one of the very few vehicles that actually delivers on all three without significant compromise. The visual appeal is also impossible to ignore as a factor in its viral success, because in an age where content creation is intertwined with travel, a vehicle that looks as photogenic as the Interstate in every possible setting, parked in a canyon, driving along a coastal highway, sitting in morning mist at a mountain campground, is genuinely a content creator's dream. Every frame looks intentional. Every shot looks like it belongs in a travel magazine spread, and that visual quality has driven millions of impressions across social platforms, creating an organic marketing cycle where real travelers sharing real experiences have built the Interstate's reputation more effectively than any advertising campaign could. The price point, while significant in absolute terms, represents genuine value when you consider the quality of the Mercedes platform, the craftsmanship of the interior, and the capability of the technology systems. And for anyone who is serious about exploring America in comfort, in style, with full off-grid capability, and the confidence that comes from driving a vehicle built to a genuinely high standard, the Airstream Interstate Touring Coach is not just a motorhome. It is the motorhome, the one that has earned its viral status through real excellence rather than hype. And if the open road is calling you, this is the vehicle that will make you want to answer.